Hello, my name is Jason Green, and I'd like to present today for CST615 on the rail fence cipher. So to start, the reason I ended up choosing this is, the name itself I found interesting. Made me think of like a rail gun or some kind of weaponry. Um, and so what I found is that the rail fence cipher is considered a transposition cipher. And the goal of any cipher is to encrypt information so that it becomes unrecognizable. And now the rail fence cipher accomplishes this by placing the order of the letters on alternate lines across a page in a zigzag pattern. And this is why it's also called a zigzag cipher. So essentially, how it works is let's say we want to encrypt CST615 with Dr. Zhang. We would need to determine how many rails we want to use. Those rails correspond to the number of lines that we will use to encrypt the cipher, or the message with cipher. So in this example, the first row contains so we take CST615 with Dr. Zhang, and so our first row becomes C1T.G. The second row becomes ST1 or S651HRCN, and so on. And so the out message that we get becomes C1T.G, and so forth, as you can see here. So to decrypt the message, we need to know the number of rails used and the pattern in which the letters are written out. We then are able to write the cipher out in this zigzag pattern. So, if we send this message to somebody and they know the number of rail rows that were used, they can then decrypt it properly by going from bottom to top instead of top to bottom like we have. And so to conclude this, I find this very fascinating. I mean, this encryption technique is so simple, yet so effective. It's been used for millennia to protect sensitive information. And it achieves this by simply encrypting the information in a simple way, but a very unrecognizable way. And this is as old as the Greeks and Spartans used this to actually send messages. And I think that shows just how effective the cipher is, that it's still being used today, even with the insane levels of technology that we have. Something as simple as writing the line or writing the message on alternating lines in a zigzag pattern is effective enough to encrypt data today. So while it's simple in nature, I think translating it into a programming language would be extremely difficult, especially if you wanted to hide this cipher within text. So let's say, all this white space here in between the C, the 1, and the T, I want to actually put that in the pages of a book. How do I do that? I think it gets very difficult when you come at it like that. If your goal is just to simply get a scrambled out message, well, that's pretty straightforward. That's all I have on the rail fence cipher. Hopefully I've laid it out here in a understandable way. And thank you for your time.